So this is a backyard sole over here in Spanaway, Washington, and I brought my worm bin out, and it's starting to stink a lot. And I put this little kiddie pool as a container for the other containers. As you can see, the critters are seemingly happy. You know, they're climbing around, enjoying their fresh air, because I guess these critters, they need a lot of aeration. So you keep air, you make sure they got plenty to eat. You can never overfeed them. And you need a balance, and you don't want to have too much paper, you don't want to have too much cardboard, too much newspaper. I use telephone books, shred those up and use them as a base, or sometimes I'll use weeds too. A long grass that I'll pull up, and so what I got to do here is, here you can see I have the bubbler here that's on all the time, and it's getting rid of the smell, because there was a really bad smell that was happening for a while. So that's why I brought them. I have them indoors in that little building, and it keeps them warm in the winter. I have a little heater on, a little 300-watt electric heater. It keeps the tubs warm, and when it's freezing out. And you can see that the one that I punched all the holes in, the holes got all clogged up. I've got to figure out what to do so that doesn't happen again, so that the liquids can flow out of the bin that contains the worms and all of the food table scraps. You can see we have a bunch of crows over there crowing away. Probably want to come down and have some of these, eat some of these worms, because I've been noticing a lot of birds have been coming around since I brought this out. That's okay, I guess, as long as they don't eat the worms. And here's the other project I have going on. I took one of those 55-gallon barrels that was originally had olives in it, or olive oil, and what I did is I have it partially buried in the ground, and I drilled, you know, those are aeration holes at the top there. I drilled a whole bunch of those with, I think, a 16th inch drill bit through that. And then this is, you can see there's these barrels, they have an unscrew lid here. There's like a cover, and then there's a cap, and the cap has a washer or a grommet there for a barrier, for vapor barrier. So what I'll do is I have this barrel, and I've drilled holes all the way along the bottom here for air, for worms to come in and out. You can see there's holes that I've drilled, and I drilled them pretty regularly all the way across on the bottom. And I dug this hole to put the barrel in, so I'm going to put the barrel in the hole, and I cut the bottom out. As you can see, there's no bottom in this barrel, so put that in there like so. And that way I'll have a waste receptacle for the dog shit and the cat shit, and I'll just put it in there and use the enzyme in there for digesting the animal waste. Then I screen the gravel, so I have the smaller screen was the first screen, and then I used a bigger screen size to make a gravel mix here. So this, see, all these rocks are basically sized to fit through either one of those sized grates, so they're all going to be uniform. I'm going to use that, and I'm going to pour this around the top, and I'm going to put a nice brick decorative thing around here with gravel on it. Anyhow, that's what I've been up to. A backyard sole here in Spanaway, Washington, signing off.